tonight. It's Fred Burbs, Jesus, and the name game. Go fuck. It's going to be a long show.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
It's past your bedtime.
Welcome to the Black List.
It is past my bedtime.
Me too.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning,
Freddie's like,
With your host, Archer. Featuring the sultry sound.
Hey, I got
Also
gas. It won't
four.
come out my ass. I got my foot feeling like
let's go already.
that's what I'm telling this
And
gas.
now,
Let's
let's
go
talk
already.
and
goddamn.
show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 159th issue of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, proudly broadcasting live from the palatial EC studios, scattered all across the upstate of South Carolina. We're so glad you're here, and just for you, we have a special show this evening. You can always catch us on YouTube, Insta, Facebook, X, and all your favorite podcast platforms, and on blcpodcast.com. It's a website. And now, it's the man with the pass to pass gas. It's ass, grass, or gas. Nobody rides for free except Freddie.
Hey, I'm here today and I'm hurting. I just want to let you guys know that my stomach is tight. I got gas.
This is not a
It
bit.
will not pass.
unfortunately.
This is not a bit. This is real.
I wish it was a bit. But if
This
you're
is
watching
real.
this, if you're listening to this, you should be watching it, because if you're watching it on our YouTube channel,
Oh,
you were seeing
a
true
man
discomfort.
in pain. I'm in pain. I knew I should have ate that bomb Chinese food. I knew it.
True
I
professional.
knew it.
Yeah, who went to
The
walk,
guy,
or Chinese walk.
I'm introducing the guy whose colon is as clean as a whistle. Allan,
Colon ain't swollen.
Yeah.
whose colon ain't
No.
Allan. Welcome to the show, guys. We're so glad you're with us. Fall is in the air, thank goodness. Finally.
Woo, thank God.
We've been needing it. But, Fred,
Love
I love fall, of course.
I love it.
But I have a problem. And it's not fall's problem. It's just
Mhm.
an in general kind of thing. And I don't know if you've seen it, if you guys have experienced it or not. So I want to ask you about it.
Yep.
And if you haven't seen it, if you hear us crack up, it's because Fred just makes the worst face that he can. And it looks very uncomfortable for us.
He do some sound effects. I don't even need the board today.
Yeah, there's no board. No board has been used in this episode. So
It's all me, baby.
all natural gas tonight.
Yes.
So, Fred, I've been seeing on the social medias, and we try not to talk about the social medias because I'm an old man now and I don't do anything cool. I don't TikTok. I don't really X.
Yep.
I very lightly Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and then I really just Instagram for the show. And then I don't Facebook much either, except to say happy birthday to apparently 1 million people. Happy birthday,
That's it.
everybody. There you go. Got it out for the year. But one thing that I keep seeing, oh my God. If you got to let it go, man, you can feel free to mute if you want.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
No, it's okay. It's funny. I don't care. It's just the look on your face is
Yeah.
Yes.
something else to see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway, it's okay, Fred, because you know what? This is going to save you because Jesus saves.
Oh.
So I've been seeing all over social media, like pictures of fruit stands and pictures of people like standing around things.
Yeah.
And then they're like, squint your eyes. And like, it becomes a picture of Jesus.
Right. Yeah.
And I know that's all AI. I know that's AI's doing.
Yes.
Have you seen
Right.
the one with the hamburger?
The cheeseburger?
Yeah, it's like 3 cheeseburgers or something like that. Yeah.
It's Hitler.
Yeah, the Hitler
No.
burger. Yeah. They said it was cooked on a gas grill.
Oh, look at that. Well, I don't want to spoiler alert anything for anybody, but I just finished watching Preacher, which was a show from like, I don't know, the early 2000s, whatever, 2010s. And like
this guy.
never in my life, like Hitler is one of the characters in the show. And I don't want to like spoil it or anybody. Again, it's like a 10-year-old show.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? There's one guy out there who's like, oh, I was going to see that next week.
Watch it.
Those assholes.
Well, he should have watched it 10 years ago. Or
Asshole
9.
faces.
So, yeah, there's the one when like Hitler's in it as part of it because
Yeah.
it deals with heaven and hell and they go to hell and Hitler's there. And like you watch it, and I know they did this 100% on purpose, but like for most of the show, you're like, that Hitler's all right. Like he's an all right guy.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, you're like, he helped him out,
like
and he's like the least evil guy in hell, but then you're like, no.
right. That was such a good show, though. That was a really
That was a good show. But yeah, no, I didn't know what your take on this was. Is this like, because there's always been like optical illusion stuff
right.
where it's like, oh, look at this or see this. Do you ever do the magic eyes?
Yes, yeah.
Are you good at the magic eyes?
I was when they were in the paper. Now
Yeah,
that
paper
like, they're
better.
on the phone. I
Paper
can't see
better.
them. Paper better.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It takes you forever to see him on the phone. I think it's the pixels.
Yeah.
Right.
My eyes
yeah.
are too sensitive to that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so, Alan, do you ever do them? Do you like the magic eyes? Is this what they were called, right? Magic eyes?
Magic
Yeah,
Eye.
when they first came out, yeah, on the paper, but
It's a schooner, Alan.
yeah.
When it first came out, like I didn't know what to do. I was like, "What is it? I could never see it." Then
Yeah.
I figured it out. You know what I mean? You had to like
I'm the
stare at it,
smartest
cross
man
your
alive.
eyes,
Yeah,
and
had to
you
stare
see
and
it,
be like,
like,
Yeah,
You-
unfocus. Yeah.
you're like, "Oh shit, I can touch it."
All you have to do, all you have to do to unfocus is pretend you're Fred or Alan during the show, and you will be as unfocused as you can be.
I'm focused on one thing right now.
I know what you're
Let me
focused on.
Get this shit out of me.
Registering to vote.
yeah.
I'm assuming that's what you're focused on right now. Well, Fred, so like I said, I've been seeing the Jesus, which is great, all over the place. But then they're using AI too to be like, it's my birth. Like it'll be like Jesus holding up a sign that says like, it's my birthday. Will you like this post?
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, what the heck? And then it's like, see Jesus in the back of this. Like they went from like pretending to Photoshop like a ghoul in the back of a picture
Right.
to like a full on picture of like, here's Jesus making a sand sculpture with a little crippled kid as airplanes fly above him. People are like, oh my God, it's so inspirational.
It's so real. Yeah.
They're like, I love it.
those on my feed. I get the Chuck
Yeah.
Norris ones, but not those.
Well, you live in a different world than me, Alan.
Yeah.
I do.
It's
That was
not
like
me
a-
that's putting him. It's all the people that I know.
One of my favorite ones was like, it was like, this lady has a very rare disease and she can't bend her fingers. And
Yeah.
it was just like, it was like 5 hot dogs with like Lee press on them.
Yeah, yeah. Those are great. The mean ones are great.
And like the old people was like, oh, you don't like,
Like, yeah, oh, a poor
like,
girl.
you know, you're really poor, you know, sending thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
You know, all these like, it's
Well,
like,
peace be
oh,
with
just-
you.
It's just hot dog fingers, man.
You're like, that's very obviously hot dogs.
Like uncooked too.
It
Like,
could have been
Not even like,
it could be the
didn't even
king,
cut-
you know.
didn't even cut parts for like the knuckles.
yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
didn't even just put a little line on there for the knuckles.
That's what it said. It's like she was born without knuckles. That
Yeah.
was like the thing.
What was the
Born
movie?
without
There's a
knuckles.
it was that movie you told me to watch, the with the hot dog hands. Everything
Oh,
everywhere
yeah.
all at once.
Yeah,
all I
yeah,
can
that's
think
right.
of,
Yeah.
That's all I can think of now.
That's so funny. I love
Well,
hot
so
dogs.
Fred, that's what's going on with my meme life this week. But you told me on the subject of optical illusions of Jesus, I guess,
Like,
that you might have had something you wanted to share with the team this week,
Well-
in between burps and farts
I'm sorry.
and various noises. It's okay. It's okay. If I see the headphones, the only thing I'll say is if I see the headphones go like brrr out of your ears, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna. We might have to take a break. That means it's coming.
So I saw this thing today, and it was like, I guess some kid was in the 3rd grade. And they were doing like proverbs, you know, like old American proverbs, and you know they would give the kid half the proverb, and just to
Okay.
see.
So yeah,
if
can
they
you give
could-
me an example? Oh, you'll give us.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you an example. So this was the first one. It says, "Those in glass houses shouldn't."
Oh, throw stones. Okay.
The kid put knock.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's true. I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
like, it said knock. Okay, I like this one too. It said, "You got to strike while the iron is
Hot.
Off. You know what I mean?
Again, there's one kid.
I can see that. You know
This
what I mean?
kid's the smartest kid in the world.
A couple more. Honesty is the best.
Banana. I assume.
But this kid, he got it right. He said thing. It's the best thing.
It's the best thing.
This is so simple.
So simple. The grass is always greener
On the
Outside.
other side.
than the sand.
That's a great way to look at life, man.
Wrong, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
he got one right. Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Sure.
He got that one right. You don't bite the hand that
Banana.
you own.
Oh,
You didn't bite your own hand.
You don't bite the hand that you own.
fair enough. That's attached to your arm.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Rome wasn't built in Hawaii.
There you go.
I just thought these were like really funny.
What kind of
Like-
grade did this kid get? Because I feel like it should have been like an A.
You can't make an omelet without
Butter.
eggs. You
Oh,
can't make
okay.
an omelet without eggs. And it's true. The kid is like
Smart
Is
kid.
it, but isn't that the way to say? Isn't that the way to say it?
Without cracking a few eggs.
without
okay.
breaking some eggs. Without breaking some eggs.
Oh, I just
Yeah, you gotta learn to walk before you walk.
I mean, again, accurate.
So, a rolling stone hurts you.
I was like, get out of the way.
It hurts you. Many hands make big hands. Make a big hand.
I'm not going to give him credit on that. He gets a B.
Yeah. So that kind of made me think, those are like some old American proverbs, right?
Right.
So I was thinking, what about like proverbs from around the world?
All right. Yeah, what about him?
What are some proverbs for? So I looked them up, and I got some pretty helpful proverbs from around the.
All right.
This one is a Japanese proverb.
Oh.
It says a good husband is healthy and absent.
There you go. That's true.
I would love that. I would love to be a healthy absent husband, but I'm full of gas and I'm always around.
You're like, I'm neither of those. I'm full of gas and I'm not getting without 15 feet from a toilet. I refuse until this is over.
I can't do it. Here's one from Persia. A drowning man.
Oh.
I don't know the Persian accent.
Hey, man.
This is not even
Hey,
gonna
man.
attempt it.
Hey, man, I'm Persian.
I'm Persian, mate. Give me a break.
Give me a break from
A
all this
drowning-
sand.
A drowning man is not troubled by rain. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got bigger problems.
Yeah. It's just raining. What could
Well, yeah,
pour
but if
water?
it's raining, then
hurt.
that's going to make you drown faster, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But I mean,
well.
whatever.
Ooh.
Whatever.
A country
Ooh.
cannot be. A country cannot be.
Allan, I want to rip apart so bad and blame it on Fred, and the radio audience can't hear. Like,
Because Fred got up and went, "Ooh,
Yeah.
a country."
yeah, well, it set him off a little bit.
Ooh.
A country can be judged by the quality of its proverbs, and that's a German proverb.
Well, of course they're going to say that. Germany is all about quality.
It's all about quality.
So they're like, you know what?
Not
Let's
about
do a
quantity.
proverb about proverbs.
I don't really get this one though. It's
All right, I will
Italian.
decode it. All right. Hey,
Closed mouth catches no flies.
a closed mouth that catches no flies.
Catches no flies.
It means that if you're talking shit,
Yeah,
Shut the
exactly.
fuck
Yeah.
up.
flies.
Shut the
If you're
fuck
not
up.
talking, no flies.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Shut the
Shut
fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
sometimes.
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up!"
That's what I should have
A lot of reaction from that, by the way.
I guess
On that, just so you know, Fred. A lot of reaction.
A lot of reaction.
A lot of
Love
like,
it.
maybe Fred was right.
Yeah.
And then a lot of like, I did not expect that to be Fred. I heard someone screaming, and then I was like, wait, oh shit, it's Fred.
Are you hungry?
Sure.
Is that a proverb?
This proverb is.
Oh.
Proverb is. It's a Hungarian proverb. A prudent man does not make the goat his gardener.
Right on.
That's right.
He makes it his wife.
Yeah, he makes
There you
it
go.
his
And then he leaves it. And then he leave it.
This is my wife.
My wife's a goat.
Bad.
This is Haitian.
All right. Uh-oh.
Meow.
Yeah,
Okay,
buddy.
Fred hitting on a hot button topic. You know what's crazy is that shit happened like just a few days ago, and already there's been another assassination attempt and all this other shit.
Right.
And it's just like, what is this? Is ridiculous. It's like 1,000 things happen a day.
That's crazy, man.
It was Catwoman.
It's going in and out, man. It's
Yeah.
like 24-hour news cycle, man.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. 24
This is a
hours,
proverb.
78 hours from now.
A monkey never thinks her baby's ugly.
True. And that's,
Yeah,
is that
that's
racist?
I know. No.
I don't know. Well, it's from Haitian.
Why?
The Haitian. Haiti.
Why you made it racist?
I asked if it was racist. I'm just saying, if I said that was my personal proverb, you'd be like,
Well, no. What's so bad about a monkey does not think her baby's ugly?
Yeah. No woman thinks her
Right.
baby's ugly.
all right,
No,
well-
no father thinks their baby's ugly.
disagree.
Yeah, no, I've seen Maury, and
Yeah, like,
damn,
that ain't my baby.
Yeah.
That ain't my baby.
That
Maury-
can't be my
Maury.
baby.
Boy, look at that baby boy.
He's like,
Come
you
on.
are the father. He's like, no, it's not my baby.
I
I got an ugly baby.
Look like my daddy.
Well, fair enough. I agree.
I like this one. This is a French proverb.
Mm.
A throne is only a bench covered with velvet.
Oh, there you go. I thought I was going to say,
I
don't
like
stick your baguette in the wrong butter.
it. Oh, that's hey,
I'm just saying. That's good.
very-
That's a good
very
proverb.
French. That's a very French proverb right there.
It's a very French proverb.
Don't cream the butter before you milk the cow.
Oops, excuse me. Sorry. I'm feeling my so gassy. If you can't live longer, live deeper.
That's what she
That's pretty
said.
deep. That's pretty
I
deep.
guess.
That's pretty deep, huh? I think I'm gonna get these printed out and hang
Put 'em on your wall?
somewhere. Well, yeah, put them on.
Yeah,
the
put
wall.
them right behind you. It's inspirational
Write
proverbs.
little post-it notes. Yeah, write them on post-it.
Oh, there
notes.
you go. I'm surprised there's not an app for that where you just pops up with one every day, and that's like your.
It's like,
I'm sure there is.
Man that goes to bed with problem in hand wakes up with solution.
Uh-huh. It's true.
Here's a Jamaican proverb.
Ooh.
Lord of mercy.
If you go to a donkey's house, don't talk about the ears. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. You're going to get kicked in the face.
I thought it was going to say something about ass or something.
Right.
Yeah. Don't eat the meat. Don't eat the stew.
Ass, gas, or grass.
Under
No
the
donkeys ride for
heat.
free.
All right, so this one is a Bantu. Where's Bantu, Matt?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's in that
Right.
place where in the world.
Yes.
It's next to. I think it's next to Band 3, and
Yeah.
right before Band 1. Yeah.
So Bantu
No,
is just a people. It's an indigenous
It's a
group of people in
people.
Africa who speak the Bantu languages.
Oh, so it's in Africa.
It's
Yes.
in Africa. There you go. Bantudians. No man can paddle two canoes at the same time.
Ain't that the truth?
There you go.
Try that many a time.
Those are your world-renowned.
Well, I got a couple of proverbs that I live my life by,
Proverbs.
friend. If you'd like
Go
to hear
ahead,
them,
Tell me.
the
tell
kids
me.
tell me all the time that I use too many proverbs. Like, and they don't say
Yeah.
proverbs. I didn't know that's what a proverb was, but they're like, "Dad, you always have like a phrase for every situation. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I do. Like, there's a couple. You know, my number one that I live by is for the kids, especially. Hunger is the best seasoning.
There you go.
That's the truth.
That's
That's what the
true.
Army guys
Yeah.
used to tell me. They're like, we'd be out there
Right.
in the bush, we eating fucking snakes, and I'm
There
like,
you go.
really? And I'm like, they're like, yeah. When you're hungry, everything tastes good. I'm like, yeah, all right,
Everything
fair enough.
tastes good. That is
I tell the
true.
kids that all the time. I'm like, you want this? You want a banana? And they're like, no.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, you're not hungry. Because if you
That's
were
what I
hungry,
tell my
Yeah,
wife.
you're
That's
hungry,
what I
yeah.
tell my wife. She was like, "Well, the kids won't eat it." I was like, "They get hungry enough, they
Yep.
will."
yep,
Yeah.
that's true. Hungry dog will eat anything.
Yeah,
I have to cook. I have to cook 3 meals for each. And I was like, "No, you don't.
Mm-mm.
No,
You
you
ain't gotta
don't.
do shit. Only got to do
You
two
ain't gotta do
things.
nothing.
Stay black
You
and
got
dark. Only two things you got to do.
My wife ain't black.
Well, but she's black by association, friend. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you all you gotta do is cook 1 meal.
So I got those. I got all the time. I tell the kids all the time, like, hey, the freaks come out at night.
Yeah, freaks come out at
And they're
night.
like, what does that
They
mean?
do.
I'm like, don't worry about it. But if you're ever out at night and you see freaks, you know
Yeah,
that they're
actually.
out.
Yeah.
You should have told her ask Houdini.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
tell them that next time.
Yeah.
Freaks out
What,
randomly
does
say-
what does that mean? Go ask Houdini.
Ask Houdini. He'd be like, the freaks come out.
Yeah, freaks come out. I'm not at night.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I think those are the main ones I use. I'm sure there's some other ones that I've
Yeah.
like come up with off the top of my. If I give you a situation, do you have any that you stand by, Fred, where you're like a stitch in time saves 9? Do you know what that means?
What that means.
Okay, so a stitch, like pants.
Mhm.
Okay, think about pants. I think about
Right.
pants all the time.
Yes.
And so the other day I was thinking about
Thinking
pants.
about pants right now.
I'm thinking about right now you're thinking about I'm probably going to need some new pants very soon.
Woo.
So a stitch in time. So
Yeah.
a stitch in pants, like if you have a seam that's ripping, one
Right.
stitch before it's too late saves you from having to
Say
do 9 stitches.
9
Right.
stitches.
So you're
There
cutting,
you
nip it
go.
in the bud.
Right. Go ahead and
That-
do it now. Don't procrastinate.
Right. Because if
That's
you
what
do
that
it now,
means.
you're good to go. But
Okay.
it'll,
I
it'll
never
be
knew what
harder
that
later.
meant. I never knew
Yeah.
what that
There's
meant.
all kinds of. There any other ones you
Yeah.
don't know? I'm trying to think of other ones I've said
Uh,
that I use. Or because I do use a lot and it's bad. Oh, a
It's-
broken clock is right twice a day.
Right, twice a day. Yeah.
Yep, I use
Yeah.
that one all the time.
Right.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Is
Yeah, it's true.
a squirrel. Was it squirrel?
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut
catches a
sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Say that even the sun shines on a
The dog's
lazy
ass,
dog's
yeah.
ass every now and then.
Yeah, every now and
I get
then.
real country when I said,
Yeah,
like, even a
every
goddamn
now
lazy
and
dog
then.
gets some sun on now, what were we saying? Oh yes, I'll have a tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
I'm trying to think.
Uh,
Yeah, but those are the big ones for me. Like I said, and I know there are other ones I use. I'm sure I'm sure to the astute listener who's listened to us for 100 and however many episodes, 160 episodes almost, they've probably picked up on a few as well. Like just these common phrases that we say. Like I'm really bad about when someone's explaining something, I'll go, sure.
Right.
It's a verbal crutch and I hate it. But I do.
I
it.
do like absence makes the heart grow fonder.
There you go. Well, I got one for you, Fred. Have you heard this
That
one?
one.
Absence does make the heart
What's
grow
that?
fonder. And it makes a lot of sense because
It doesn't?
yeah,
You said doesn't?
it does.
Yeah, it does.
Just like the Japanese proverb,
Yes,
a good
it does,
husband
yes.
is gone.
Right.
And that's why
Yes.
the wife's like,
It's
oh, we should
absent.
come
Yeah,
back.
it's absent.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone.
Right. Yeah. It's gone.
Absence
All right.
makes
yeah.
the heart grow fonder. As
Makes
well.
it absence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes the,
A picture's
Absinthe
worth a
makes you do
thousand-
things you
a
regret.
thousand words.
How would Mike Tyson say
Pictures.
that?
Yeah.
Absinthe. I can't do it. Alan, Fred might be able to. Fred
Fred
knows Mike Tyson. Gassy Mike Tyson.
Acids make the heart go fonder. It's funny when you
So-
ask it.
Have you seen the Peyton Manning commercial? Oh, it's so good. It's Peyton Manning, and he's in a painting class, and so he's like, "I'm always Peyton Manning, but sometimes I'm Peyton Manning."
Yeah.
The lady like comes up to him, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Peyton," and he's like, "Did you say Peyton or Peyton?" It just is so stupid, but so funny. Well, that reminds me, Fred, of a proverb that recently exploded on the internet, all over the internet,
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's
Ooh.
already dead. It died. It lived a quick life and died in the best way it possibly could. And that is the
Hot Two was good on
demure.
that thing. Oh, okay.
No, Hawk Tua's lived longer than
demure.
thought.
Yeah, I remember the demure. Yeah.
the TikTok trend. That's like demure is mindful and
demure.
considerate.
Yes, the demure. It's
You know
what
I'm
we're
talking about?
not.
You haven't seen that one,
It's what we're not.
right?
We're not. No, I'm on
Now,
demure.
it says so. This girl was like making her
Demure? I barely knew her.
demure. Hardly knew her. So there's a lady who was doing her makeup for work. This is a very this is a lady who would fill a lot of our screens, if you know what I mean,
Ooh.
in a nice way. No,
Yeah,
not
me
that
too.
way, Fred.
Oh, okay.
Not that way. A different way
That's
to fill.
So,
To literally fill the screen with yourself. So
like,
she was doing her makeup.
Mhm.
Think more roundish.
okay.
So-
I guess I have to see.
I'll just bring her up so that the kids at home can see her.
Ooh, excuse me. God dang.
So, but she was doing her makeup, and she said, "Oh, I'm doing this with my makeup. It's very demure and very mindful. I don't do too much. I'm blah blah blah." You can go ahead and bring it up, Allan.
All right.
So here's the lady, the demure lady, and this is obviously here we go.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so she's here. I just put,
I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure. I'm very modest.
So let me explain.
okay, so there you go. You get the idea. And for like 2 weeks, it like maybe a week and a half, it like took over the internet.
Demure.
And everybody was like, "Oh, I'm mindful and demure." Oh, and like, and it, it's one of those things. You can always tell it peaks when like companies start doing it, and they're like, "Look at our
Yes.
new iPhone; it's very demure." And I'm like,
Demure,
"Yep, it is
yeah.
dead.
It's
Perfect."
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah,
got-
yeah.
No, Hawk Tuah girl has lasted longer than I thought she would. If I'm being honest with you,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
she
still
stayed in
out
the
there,
news
man.
cycle a little better.
She's still
Well,
out there, man. She got a
yeah.
good team.
Yeah,
She got a good team.
Yeah.
she immediately went to work on that too. Like,
Yeah,
Very business-like,
I
very
heard
demure.
that like the guys whose video it was are like trying to sue her.
right? Because they're like, "We made you famous. You should give us part
Right,
of your."
you
Yeah,
should give us something, which I kind of agree with.
I
though,
don't
like,
agree.
I don't.
They got
You
there.
don't
Fuck
agree?
that. No.
How
Their
many
video.
views did that video get?
Like, I guess
A
millions,
bazillion?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's enough right there.
Yeah, that's how much ad revenue do they? I mean, you can't.
But
You know
people,
that-
you know how people steal that shit though.
Yeah, no,
Oh
but
yeah,
they, see,
yeah,
they
but
didn't
that's the
come up
internet,
with,
man.
it wasn't a script, right? They didn't write the script for her.
Right? No.
So it was all improv. So you don't know.
Right.
You don't know
Right.
nothing.
Says
Maybe
it
a hot
has
here and there, but that's about it.
Hawk Tuah has over 8 million views on YouTube, over a
I'll
million
take that.
on TikTok. I'm sure a million others in other places.
Yeah, other places. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, she's
I still like to know who Pookie is.
right.
Who's
This one has
Yeah.
this repost of it.
Pookie, I love you, Pookie.
Yeah, this
Oh,
repost of it has
that's what
2
it
million.
said?
Yeah,
That's what
Pookie is a boy that she was sort of in and out
Oh,
of love
no.
with.
Yeah, love
It's a whole
Pookie.
thing.
And that's what she took care of Pookie.
Oh
Right.
my Lord. Hot too.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. And the girl, she seems like a nice girl. I've seen her on a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
Did
She
you see
seems
the
very
Bill
sweet.
Maher interview.
I saw only a little bit of it, and
Yeah, when she's
She said-
talking about the Jay-Z song.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Concrete jungle, wet train tomato.
And it totally sounds that way too. Like once you hear it, you're like, damn it, this is how it goes now.
It fucked me up. But she stole it. She stole it from. Like,
Oh,
a
did she?
Vine. Yeah, that was like a Vine.
There you go.
Back when that came out.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
back when we were funny, Fred and Vine days.
Yeah,
What were Vine?
back in-
6-second videos,
Yeah, 10 seconds, I think, maybe.
something like that. Yeah, those
Do
were
it
the
for
days.
Vine.
Now it's a 75-minute freaking
Yeah.
TikTok video about
Oh God.
shit.
About
And
Vine.
dancing.
Yeah, a lot of dancing.
Vine.
I always see people dancing now when I drive around. There's always somebody
Yeah.
on the side of the road dancing.
yeah,
Really?
I noticed that a lot. Yeah, I noticed
Look at
that.
it. TikTok.
I was seeing it.
Everybody's
It's
trying to get viral.
Yeah,
like
we're all
State
going
Farm
viral.
commercial.
No, just everywhere I go, dude. Like, because I like I said, I work downtown, so there's a lot of places that are
Yeah.
like picturesque.
Right. Yeah.
There's always somebody like,
Mhm.
and like
Dude,
just
that's so
doing the
weird,
JoJo Siwa
man.
dance.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
so weird.
shit.
They
Yeah.
they do that shit, and I always put the window
That's
down and be like,
so
"Fuck
weird.
you,
Yeah.
fuck you."
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make it
I
viral.
was-
And be like, "That's the fuck you guy."
I always drive around and go, shut the fuck up.
What was the that guy? He would do the news interview. Like was it grabbing by the pussy? Or fucking right in the pussy. It was fucking right in the pussy. He was like, it would be like it was
Billy something.
Fucking in the pussy. It's just the guy running.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He was coming. They'd be like, oh
Yeah, it can be like, no.
no! He was like,
He would run up to it and he would like not give you any time, which is hilarious.
it was like Halloween one time, and he had like a mask on and shit. No, it was him.
Yeah, already. Fuck him in the pussy.
What I do, I just go down the street, I take a left, and then I fuck around. He got me again.
And that's the thing. Do you think that guy got famous for that? I mean, he's famous, but is he
See,
rich?
that was no. I don't believe he got rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that was before like they monetized, like
Right.
videos being But nah, he ain't getting no money off of that. But it was funny.
Yeah,
It was funny,
as
yeah.
shit.
It was funny as hell.
No, it was
That
very
shit was
funny.
as
Again, unlike our show. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after Fred does whatever it is he's going to do. He's going to prime the pump, ladies and gentlemen. See you in a bit.
I just read what fucking Allan wrote.
Welcome back to the 159th issue of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. We're so glad you're back with us. It's been 6 long hours of Fred sitting on his toilet and on the show. It's been so loud that we couldn't record it.
Coming from in the bathroom.
We had to edit it. Yeah, it was very echoey.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, Fred's like, that's funny. Yeah, no, I like it. It's funny.
I get it.
I'm like, oh, okay, dude. You can, we just take a break. We can just take a break. He's like, no,
No.
the show must go on.
Well,
Fred,
so-
it's for the kids, for the viewers. And speaking of the
Gotta get it
kids,
out.
Fred, what's wrong with the
Believe
kids,
that-
Fred?
I believe
what were you
the
saying?
children are the future.
Children are the
Teach them
future.
well, and
But-
let them lead the way.
Well, but not all the children are the future, Fred.
No.
And the reason that some of the children aren't the future is because of what their parents have done to them before they could even talk.
Oh.
Not something gross.
Oh.
And that is the way that some people spell names and say names.
Oh,
I've been seeing more and more of these people talking about their kids and their crazy ass names.
right.
It don't make any sense. So I have compiled a list of 8 names, each one more or less asinine than the previous.
Oh,
So
That's probably one of the names.
I don't know how asinine. That would be a great name.
That's my child, asinine.
Yeah, like, oh, stop being an asinine. It's like ASS and then number 9.
Number 9, ass
Yeah. Ass apostrophe A apostrophe number 9.
ass and the nine.
Ampersand.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you a name.
Yeah.
And we'll do this a couple different
spell
ways.
it or say
Oh,
it?
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the option
Mhm.
of I can either say the name and then you try to spell it, or I can spell it and you try to say it. And I have 8, so we could do one of each. We could go back and forth.
I would rather you spell it. I'm terrible at spelling.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just try this first one this way, okay? I'm gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it. No, this is a very
Okay.
easy name.
Okay.
So I don't think you're gonna have a problem doing it. Okay. Well, actually I have
Okay.
3 that are like that.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one, I'm gonna say it. Then I want you to guess how to spell it. And keep in mind, it's the most asinine way possible.
I don't know how to spell asinine.
So it's even easier than that. So our first name of this evening is Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Popularized by the
I can't
Wednesday,
even spell one.
WEN. Well, the original is WED.
right?
NSADAY.
NESDAY. So
Yeah.
WEDNESDAY is how you would traditionally spell Wednesday. WED.
WINSDAY. SDAY.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I would do WENSDY.
Wendy's
Well,
Day.
you're all
Wendy's Day. Wendy's Day.
you're all shooting near the target, but unfortunately, you're missing because you spell this Wednesday, and it's so obvious after you read it. WEDNESDAIGH.
DA.
DAIGH.
Wednesday.
DAI.
GH. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Wednesday.
So how about this?
That's
I'll
about-
spell out this next
This is
one.
my little girlfriend Wednesday. Say some Rainbow Alabama.
Well, actually, you said if we figured it out, I still, if you had spelled it,
Pretty close.
I wouldn't have
No,
said
that-
Pretty close. Well, here's one that's easy enough for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think you should spell it.
Okay. This one is J apostrophe REAM.
JREAM.
J apostrophe
Apostrophe.
REAM. Yes, apostrophe like
Is that the one at the top or at the bottom?
that's like don't, like it would make a contraction.
Yes. Yeah, contraction. J
J
apostrophe.
apostrophe REAM.
Jaram. 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 Yeah.
Dram. Dram.
I named you after your grandfather.
Jaram.
So it's actually, Freddie, have a guess, or you think Jaram is the correct answer?
Dram is good as
Okay,
good enough for me.
According to the person that named this child, J apostrophe REAM is pronounced dream.
I like Jaram better.
Dream. Dream.
Dream. So now an apostrophe connects two words.
Right.
Like
So it'd be
a
like
contraction.
Jareem. Like Jareem.
Jareem.
So not dra.
Ja-
It wouldn't be draim. It would be
Jareem.
Jareem. Like don't.
Jareem.
Ta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, how about this one?
Jareem.
I'll give you this one's.
Jesus.
one's
That kid's going
just
to
as easy.
Jarrell.
Actually, this was
Jarrell.
probably easier. Actually, okay. You know what? I'm going to switch on this one because this one I want you to think of the dumbest possible way and shortest
Okay.
possible way. I'll give you a hint on this one.
Okay.
To spell the name Stephanie. Shortest possible, dumbest possible way to spell it. I'll tell you,
Okay.
it's got 6 letters.
So first there's a picture of some stairs.
STFANY.
There's
What'd
a
you say?
picture of some stairs. Go ahead.
Stany. Close.
Yeah,
Stephanie. Yeah, it's just emojis.
Jaram.
It's
J apostrophe R.
J
It's a-
apostrophe.
It's a picture of 3 steps
Mm-hmm.
and
And then a
then
knee.
ANE.
And
Picture of a knee.
And a knee.
Stepney. Actually, you know what?
Stephanie.
It's not that far
Stephanie.
off. This person spelled Stephanie STEFNE.
Oh my
Ah.
God.
So
Slap that
Stephanie.
person. Jesus,
Yes.
man. I
That's
told
what I'm
you, man.
Do you think that that's person? Do you think that Wednesday or Jareem or
They
Stephanie
gonna get
are ever going to be politicians? Are ever going to hold a
Nothing.
CEO job?
nothing.
They're stuck.
Yes.
They're
They're stuck like the
they're
lady
going
at
to
KFC.
jail.
right?
They're gonna work at Starbucks.
So I went to KFC
You know-
to pick up the kids' dinner, and they were like, "Dad," like because KFC sucks, and not that we don't love KFC, but they suck.
Right.
And when it comes to timing your food, so they
Mhm.
made us pull around, right?
Again.
And the lady came out and she was like, "Here," and walked off. And and I was like, "Oh, thanks." And the kids were like, "Gosh, she's really mad." And they're like, "Do you think she's okay?" And I was like, "She just works at KFC, man. Like, everybody here feels that way. Like, that's not even an insult to them.
Yeah, it's just,
That's how you feel when you work at KFC.
You'd be mad too if you had to
Yeah,
walk around,
flopping
dead
around all that
chickens
chicken,
day.
all that
Yeah.
grease.
Ugh.
So, okay.
Mm-mm.
Her
So the
name
next
was
one,
Stephanie?
what's that?
Was her name Stephanie?
I didn't catch her name because she didn't wear a name tag because that's how a smart fast food employee does their job.
That's it.
It's like they can't pin anything on me if I don't have a name tag on.
What me?
Right. Or they steal somebody else's. All right. So how about this one? M-A apostrophe capital K Y-N-N-L-E-I-G-H.
Michaela.
You're
McKinnon.
very close. You want me to spell it again?
McKinnon, yes.
M-A apostrophe K
My
Y-N-N-L-E-I-G-H.
Macaca.
Let me introduce you to my daughter, my very white daughter. Macaca.
Shitty caca.
G-Round.
This is Macaca Johnson.
Macaca Johnson.
So that is pronounced M-A apostrophe K Y-N-N-L-E-I-G-H is pronounced McKinley.
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 Right, man. Man, just spell it right, man. Just
McKinley.
spell it so you can spell it. You know what I'm saying?
How about this one, Fred? Have you ever heard of the traditional name? How about a fresh new take on the traditional name Emily? Right? E-M-I-L-Y is how you would traditionally spell Emily. Not anymore, Fred. Now you spell it E-M-M-A apostrophe L-E-I-G-H. Emma Lay.
What's up with the fucking apostrophes? Everything.
They're very popular these days. People love apostrophes. They love special characters in their name, Allan, which means they can never use their name as a password.
You're giving your name and kids screen names. Like,
right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You might as well.
Might as well name them Go Fuck Yourself.
I like that. Now that you mention
it. J-H-O.
J-H-O-F-K-U-R-S-F.
You're like, oh, nice to meet you. Go fuck yourself.
You fuck yourself?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
You fuck yourself.
Like he's named after his grandpa, Seth. What the fuck? How did that work out? And so I got a few more for you, and then we'll go on to something else. But how about Kate? What's the weirdest way you think you could spell the name Kate? K-A-T-E.
With a C?
No.
C-A-T-E.
That's a real name, though. I've met people that
that's the weirdest way.
That's the weirdest way you can think of.
Yeah.
But apparently, some people think of it as K-H-A-I-T-E. Kite. Kite. So I got two more for you, and then we'll move on. I have something else after this. So how about this one?
We're not going to make it.
How about we're going to make it? There's only two more. These aren't even the worst ones.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, as a society?
Yeah,
but you're always going to see more people named like Bill and Steve and Terry than
but they're going to name them Bill, like B-L-L.
B-H-I-L-L-E-F. Belief. Oh, I just spelled a name.
Belief.
Oh, I got to write that down. B-H-I-L-L. I wrote it. It's on the show. I'll write it down later. That's what I'm going to name. If I have another kid, I'm going to name him Belief. Just like that.
If I have another kid.
Awesome. It's going to be awesome. So how about this one, Fred? How about K-I apostrophe A-Y-J-A-H?
See, just too many letters.
K-I apostrophe A-Y-J-A-H. You sound like I can't tell if he's farting or trying to say the name. You pronounce that. You pronounce K-I apostrophe A-Y-J-A-H as Kiesia. Kiesia.
What they want? They want these kids to be rappers?
They want them to not be able to spell their own names and things.
They don't.
And this one might be the worst one because this one pulls a double whammy. Like and there's a couple of them on here, like Kate.
This is a PSA. Do not do drugs while you're pregnant, people.
Right.
Please.
Right. Save them.
Or do drugs when you're coming up with your kid's name.
Give them to your favorite podcast, and we'll do them for you. So, or send them to Joe Rogan.
Let us name your children.
So yeah, let us name your kids. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I can name.
Hashtag BLC.
You got to name your kids. Let us have your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name.
Hashtag touch your kids. I mean, don't touch your kids.
No.
Hashtag BLC touches children.
No.
I like it. I love it. Let's make that happen. Let's make that a hashtag a thing. So, Fred, so there's, like I said, there's a line. There's a line between just saying, you know, I'm going to take a regular name and I'm going to misspell it horrifically.
Yes.
But then there are also some people who not only decide they're going to misspell a regular name terrifically badly, they're also going to flip a letter so it's a new name entirely, which is terrifically poorly spelled. Okay, and I say that to give you the case of Camberley, which is a variant on Kimberly.
Camberley.
Okay, CAMBERLY.
Nope, you're
Camber-
closer than you think,
Camberley.
but so far away. How about KAMBERHLEYY?
Two wives?
Two Y's.
Why?
Why
Why?
exactly? That's why they said. That's why they. Put it on there.
Camberley.
They were like,
Why?
I'm sure it went like this. I want to name her Camberley. And they were
Yeah,
like, why? And they're like, and the
Yeah.
lady like wasn't listening, so she just wrote the extra Y down
Yeah.
at the end. And they're like, close enough.
Wow.
They're like, now back to the methadone clinic.
Yeah.
Pop this baby out and get some drugs in the system.
Get that baby straight into the orphanage.
That's right. Yeah, there you go. Name whatever letters you have. Let's go to the hospital gift shop and see which name tags they have the
Yeah.
most of left. And we'll just name her that.
Oh my.
So there you go.
God.
That's one. And that's one thing one thing I will say about us, Fred, is I'm proud of us
Yeah.
for naming our children human names.
Human names. Yeah.
That's
just
all I'm
regular
asking.
People names.
And notice for the listeners around the world, I'm not making fun of names that are like important to you from your nationality.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is not none of these
Yes.
on this list were like, oh, that's a funny name because it's Hindu or it's Indian or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
That's not how we roll. That's your
Right.
name is your name.
We don't make fun of the chains and the jeans.
Right. Right. Until just now.
Until just now.
But generally speaking, before that we didn't. But we're here to point out injustices in the world. And one of the injustices is certainly Camberley.
Yeah. Well, come on, just
Camberley.
spell it.
Anyway, so that's what's been going on lately with me. So, Fred, the only thing worse, and I think honestly, where this came from, where this idea of these terrible names that I had to mention to you guys came from, is I've been watching a lot of, and this is probably not the best thing to be watching because I'm an idiot, but I've been watching a lot of like science stuff on YouTube, like scientists doing science experiments.
Right.
Not for like, because they get me with the names. They're like,
Yeah.
the one I was watching just recently was I made hot sauce out of rubber gloves. And it was science, dude. Very interesting. But like an hour and a half of this guy doing like heavy chemistry, like shit I didn't even know you could do. And the whole time I'm like sitting there watching it and I'm like, and he's like, I distilled the proton nitrate on the 14th barrier of the, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'd have done too.
Deep ass science.
And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm an idiot at science. I love science. I'm stupid at it.
Right.
And so he's like doing all this stuff. And I'm like, this is amazing. This guy is amazing. And the whole time I'm like invested in it, like I have any freaking clue what's going on. And it just pisses me off because I'm like, I could have been a scientist. And maybe I'd have had some idea what these guys were talking about instead of being a podcast host who knows nothing. Yeah. Who gets told weekly by his listeners,
Coagulant
that's not what that is. I have one specific listener who I love very dearly, who's always like, whatever you said is wrong. She's not wrong. But she's right.
Wrong.
But yeah, so that's what I've been watching lately is a lot of that and just being like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you distill the nitrate first? Idiot.
Well, because if you don't distill the nitrate, then you'll never be able to get the coagulant bonds to bond with cohesive bonds.
Exactly. And then you'll never get your convalescent back in order.
One-on-one. That's
And there's,
science
you know,
101, man.
Science, yeah, it's
Science-
definitely
oh,
science.
science
Whatever comes after 101, I guess. I remember Science 101 was not a lot of. Well, they were talking about covalent bonds. Yeah, you're right. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
remember
See, look at that. He just
chopping-
dropped some science on us, bitch.
chopping up frogs, man. That's all I remember.
All
Did you ever do that?
Wizard.
Yeah, we did do that.
Did you do that? They never let us do that. I always wanted to.
They
do
never
that.
let
Oh,
y'all
really?
do that?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, they let us do
Yeah.
it.
See, that seems so
We'll
cool.
Cut the frog up.
I think
They
my
cut the frog
year,
up.
because I'm not that old, but my year was like the first or second year that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And like, I was very bummed because I look
Yeah.
forward to that. You know, there's
Right.
certain things that you look forward to your entire life.
Yeah.
Like your first drink when you're 21, you know, the ability
Yeah.
to vote when you're 18, you know, the ability to like cut open a frog that's dead and pull its guts out so you can be the, you know, really find yourself as a serial killer
yeah.
and figure out what your niche as a serial killer is. And maybe that's the problem with the world today. That's why there's so many school shootings, because we don't dissect frogs anymore. Saying, and they used to do pigs too, like fetal pigs.
Yeah, they
I
did
remember
the
that.
pig, fetal pig.
I feel like
yeah.
they brought a pig in, but it was like already dissected, and they showed it to us.
Yeah.
But like they didn't, we didn't get to do the chopping.
Yeah, no touching.
No, and I like. There's like I said, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, I really want to embrace that. But then there's a bigger part of me that's like, you're kind of a pussy, and you probably would have been like, I don't want to touch that thing. Ew. So I don't know. And that's you never know, Fred. You don't know what's going to happen until the lights are on.
That formaldehyde was smelly though.
Yeah, it was smelly.
Yeah, it's smelly.
And you can tell it because you don't smell it the whole time until that day. When you walk in that, you're like, something smells different.
It's
Like,
frog day.
Yep.
Frog day in the house.
Yeah, because I remember my science teacher was like, all right, Allan, don't fuck it up. I know you like to fuck around and stuff. He said,
but that's the day you're serious.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was serious because he was like, don't make me look bad. You know, he was, I'm letting you do this. Don't make me look bad. And I did good. And then 10 years later, I'm just cutting up humans.
Yeah.
Having fun with it.
Allegedly.
Cutting up fruit.
Dexter.
Yeah.
Cutting up fruit in the Fruit Ninja game. That's definitely what he said. Well, actually, Allan, you know what that reminds me? Your little story there reminds me of this week's sponsor of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh.
That's right, Allan. Fall is in the air.
Fall is in the air.
And because of that, Allan, you know what happens in fall? It's pumpkins sprout from the earth. And they spice our lives up.
Yeah.
And so this fall, whole season, Allan, the whole fall season, we've been sponsored by this sponsor who's going to tell us about a different offering
Old pumpkin
each
spice.
week. They have various pumpkin spice items, products, if you will.
Oh, nice.
And each week, our friends at Jergens are going to be telling us about a new type of pumpkin spice something. Jergens. When it comes to jerking it, think Jergens.
Yes.
So this week, our friends at Jergens would like to introduce you to the pumpkin spice shovel.
Oh.
That's right, Fred. There's nothing better for burying than a shovel that smells like pumpkin spice. Lick it, tick it, and
stick it in the dirt.
into your butt.
Yeah.
It will. That's how you prime the pump.
That's how you
Pumpkin spice. What's the thing that you stick up your butt? Pumpkin spice suppositories, Fred. For the man on the go who always wants to feel fall fresh.
What was that water bottle bag used to hang in your grandparents?
Oh yeah, the douche.
The douche.
The douche.
It's a douche. Did you know what that was when you were? I didn't know what that was when I was.
I never knew what I used to.
I always wanted to play with it. Yeah, and I was like, put water in it and sprayed it. And somebody's like, don't do that.
Don't touch it. And I mean, what the fuck are you doing?
They wouldn't tell you why not to touch it, though.
Right. Which makes you want to touch it more.
Yeah.
More.
Right.
Yeah.
So Fred, stick your finger in your butt. I'm not going to tell you why.
I can't wait till I get that age. I can get me one.
But,
you can get a douche any day, Fred. You've been a douche as long as I've known you.
I had an aunt that had a bidet, and I didn't know what it was. And I would go in the bathroom and I'd turn it on, and that thing shoot up in the ceiling, and the ceiling would get all wet. And then, who did it? And I'd be like, It wasn't me, and I'm in the bathroom. I'm like,
it went off by itself. I don't know.
See, Fred, that's what you need right there, buddy. You just need to get yourself a bidet.
I'll need a bidet. I want a bidet.
I do not. I've had one, and my old job had one because my boss was very wealthy, of course, and he refused to poop and wipe. He was like, "I don't do wiping. I guess I don't know.
Do that.
Clean break. That was his
paper touches my butt.
We called him Bobby Clean Breaks because everything was.
How do you Okay, you use.
Well, you do. Okay, so he got us a bidet and he fitted it to our restrooms at work, right?
Yeah.
And so occasionally, when I was feeling a little frosty, I'd be like, I'm gonna try this. And of course, I had to try it out,
Right.
And I don't know if it just I felt like the bidet that we had, and it very well could have had like butthole seeking technology because it would put it square in the middle of your butthole, like yeah. and it was like whoa, like you would go, but it cleaned you up real quick. And like the first time that I used it, it was very jarring is the best way to put it. And so like I was immediately like squirming, like what's going on? And then I realized if I keep squirming, it's just going to shoot, like Allan said,
it's gonna come out
toward me.
Come out,
yeah.
Then it's gonna get in your underwear and on your
and
pants.
It's gonna be and people are gonna be like, oh, you used the bidet, huh? And I'm like, yes, I did.
No, I pissed my pants.
Yeah, I'm like, no, much worse. But then, so when you're done with it, after the water does its business, all you have to do is a dainty little dry and just like a toot toot, and you're done.
Yeah.
And so that's why he loved it.
Well, Europeans use a bidet. They don't.
Yeah, they use bidet all the time. Yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah, there you go. Because it's a French word, and that's what they say. They say never stick your baguette in the bidet. It's one of the French proverbs that I learned. They're like, if your eclair meets the bidet, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna lose your cream.
Can you imagine if you just slide a little bit to the side or a little bit back, and that stream of water gets you right in the balls?
Oh, see, that would
hurt.
Wow,
that would not feel great.
I agree. Yeah, man, that hurt.
They were like, oh. That reminds me.
Coming out of the bathroom. Oh.
That reminds me. My dog, my shepherd, was laying on the floor, and the pit bull was on the bed, and she jumped down. And when she jumped down, she got right on Buddy's balls, man. And Buddy went, oh. He had the weirdest. It was like,
got him on them balls, baby.
Yeah. He was like,
on them balls.
Happens to the best of us. It happens to me all the time with the kids. It's terrible. There you go.
That's terrible.
Well, gentlemen, speaking of terrible, we're terrible.
Yes.
But we're great at being terrible. So unless you have anything to add, unless Allan wants to tell us a story or review, what was it he was going to review earlier? He said, but I forgot.
I wasn't going to review nothing.
You said you were going to review something, and I don't remember what it was now.
I hadn't watched anything.
No, it was a product. What was it, Fred? We were talking about it during the break. Oh, the hardest thing to answer is the question, what were we just talking about?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You said there was something that you used, and I was like, oh, you should do it. Oh, the squatty potty.
Oh, yeah, the squatty potty. It's awesome.
There you go. It's awesome. There's Allan's review of the
That's
squatty
Allan's
potty.
review.
All right, gentlemen. Well, if you got nothing else, we'll get on out of here, and we'll see you next week on a brand new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Oh, BLCU and Hell stickers will be here next week.
Yes.
Just so you know, we will be selling them and giving them away. So you can get it for free or you can buy it.
We're gonna do a like a scavenger hunt. We're gonna put one somewhere, and
we got so many of them.
Freddie's gonna be put in by churches.
Get ready for this. I can't wait. I can't wait to get the emails about this. It's gonna be great. So stay tuned for that next week, guys. And Andy, I'll make sure to get you yours. I promised. So we'll see you next week on a brand new episode. R.I.P. EC. Love you forever, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, you get a new sticker for that.
Yeah, you did. So
I got one. I'm excited to put one. Yeah, Allan, did you see the sticker thing? Oh, you can. Yeah.